Welcome to Wallace Wade Stadium in Durham, North Carolina, home to the Duke Blue Devils. And the Yellow Jackets will boot it away to start the game. And he's coming out of the end zone. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. The Blue Devils offense will take the field first. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. Wants to fire on second down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Murray. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. And the Blue Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Pulls it in. It's Murray. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. The Blue Devils come to the line in the hurry-up.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
He's going to look for a man on third and short. Grabbed over the middle. It's Galladay. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Quick strike complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. After that last completion, it's second down. From the gun, the ground game. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Blue Devils are at the line looking to convert on third and short. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it! Into the end zone. Touchdown, Duke!
Man, it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a T to start this game off.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. An 84-yard drive there. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Wicks. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Yellow Jackets offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And what a performance. An aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like, you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
The Yellow Jackets racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground.
Looking deep down the right side. Got it in stride inside the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
Well, the quarterback does a great job with his decision-making. He found the matchup he wanted one-on-one. His tight end's able to stretch the field. He makes the catch, and he does the rest of the work himself, running it into the end zone.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Pulls it and fires to the left. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And the Yellow Jackets can really attack on this second and short. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. The offense cashing it in on that drive. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. The Blue Devils have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Here's a heat. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. And the Blue Devils will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll return it from around the 50. Wide open, and it's a foot race. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Leaves it with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Yellow Jackets want to crank the tempo.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
The screen, he can go. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Got it in the middle. It's Newton. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Lets it fly. Can't hook up on the long throw, and 4th down goes by the boards for this offense. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. No huddle offense to the line.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run it up.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. The Blue Devils will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Off play action on first down. Got his man downfield. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Across the 25, he's got room. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. They'll run play action. Using the quick game. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Second down, they'll go to the air. They get to him as he throws. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference. So they'll give up the 15 yards on the pass interference penalty, but that's certainly better than giving up a touchdown in the end zone. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll give it to the back. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now on second and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. And the Blue Devils will hustle to the line. They'll keep it on the ground. Still on his feet at the 35. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. The Blue Devils will have it first and 10.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with second and 13.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not...
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want, because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
quarterbacks don't have high completion percentages from their backs. It's been really hard for this QB to get in any kind of rhythm. We've got to change something up here. We've got to do something different because right now it's just a sack party.
And the Blue Devils decide to punt it away. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll move the tight end. Gives it on the option. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. He leaves it with his back. Got room at the 35. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. The RPO, it's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun, running back on the move. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And they can't make the play on third down. And the Yellow Jackets line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Boots' first of the day away, was called on 4 times in the victory last week. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Breaks into the open. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. The Blue Devils are in the hurry-up.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Just a little off. Incomplete. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? He's got him this time.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
Muscling ahead on third and short. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Blue Devils are marching down the field. They'll send the tight end in motion. The give from the gun. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up second and 4. The Blue Devils with myriad options after that big pickup on first down.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you could tell he takes advantage of it.
Big third down here. They need to get the ball to the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. He's got an open man. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting them get some positive yards.
He'll pull it on the read. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On third down, he drops to throw. Grabs it in the middle. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. And the Blue Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Sets up the screen. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Passing game very effective on 2nd down. What about here on 3rd? From the gun, wants to pass. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. The holder's going to line it up right at the 30. This will be a 40-yard field goal attempt. Absolutely center cut. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Quickly to the tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. The Yellow Jackets headed quickly to the line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup. Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Got his man quickly. And the Yellow Jackets with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Yellow Jackets come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Goes to the option. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And the Yellow Jackets send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make them.
Find some space, enough to get 5 to the 22. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Throwing right. Got a man. It's Galladay. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Man, this poor quarterback, he's got no time. You got to protect your quarterback. You got to find different ways to do it. Sometimes it's not working with 4 wide receivers. Maybe you bring in a couple tight ends, go max protection, more guys blocking, less guys in routes, but you got to find something to have success.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They kick it away on 4th down. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They'll say he goes out of bounds, mark it at the 46. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. The Yellow Jackets in the hurry-up.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. To the air on 2nd down. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming courtesy of that touchdown toss from 45 yards out. Bringing it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's brought down after a huge completion. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Pressure coming. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Hunt is on its way. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. Tight end now in motion. He'll do it himself. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tried to pound it on 1st down. Now back to the line. Got it set up on the outside. He's past the 30. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the 2nd quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. They'll immediately call timeout. And the Yellow Jackets can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Going for it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Trying to get rid of it. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Yellow Jackets will punt it away on 4th down. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. And with time running out here in the 1st half, this offense will choose to take a knee. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Durham. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Brooks Field inside Wallace Wade Stadium.
The Blue Devils will kick it off to start the 2nd half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the 1st down. And the Yellow Jackets in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The give to the single back. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. He'll sneak it. He did not make it. A stone wall on 3rd down. The Yellow Jackets will line up to punt it away. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Quarterback on the keeper. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. And the Blue Devils want to move quickly. From the gun on 3rd down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And this defense is just simply not playing around. They've got a big lead, and they're not playing big prevent coverages, bend, don't break. They're just going to let this offense dink and dunk the ball down the field and waste time. 3rd play of the drive, they get a sack. They're staying aggressive, and they're getting after this quarterback.
The Blue Devils will try to pin them back with the punt. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Ready to fire from the pistol. pulled and fired complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Pulls and fires complete to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Yellow Jackets are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Gives it on the option. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They'll leave it with him. Turning it on! Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. And the Blue Devils can really attack on this second and short. Give to the running back. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Blue Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the tailback. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle. Trying play action. Throws for the tight end. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And this defense is smelling blood right now. Like, they know they got him right where they want him. Got him in a 3rd down and long. They got to lead by 3 possessions. Everything is going their way. This offense is in trouble.
And the Blue Devils will punt this one away. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They'll start this drive with a pass. Going deep, and this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Caught behind the line. It's Newton. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. The Yellow Jackets will send out the punt unit. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. And now the offense will come onto the field again. The give to the left side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Blue Devils want to pick up the tempo. Back to pass on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And this defense just continues to dominate the football game. This score is lopsided. It's not looking good. But I know one thing. If you can't protect that guy, there's no chance for you to win this game or the future games.
And the Blue Devils will call on their punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He's got it. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. It's complete to the left. And the Yellow Jackets with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Quick completion to the right. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Red pass hits complete. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He's got it. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking it.
The Yellow Jackets pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And the stomping has commenced. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35-10. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down to throw. That's reeled in. It's Galladay. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. The play action fake. Throws to the tight end. Working the middle. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. Looking to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. Finds his tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They're dealing with a second and long. Makes the grab. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. The Blue Devils come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's first and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got his man on the right. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
The name of the game is protecting your quarterback. He can't have success or complete passes on his back. Let's get the quick passing game going, maybe hand the football off. But whatever we're doing, let's go the opposite direction.
And the Blue Devils trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to sling it on second down. Finding open areas. Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Blue Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Motion from the wide receiver. Caught in the backfield, it's Galladay. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Blue Devils kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Unloads quickly. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He wants to throw it again. Going for 6. And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion. 3rd and long, and they can get the first down without scoring a touchdown. He'll keep it himself. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. There is no point in a field goal here, so the offense stays on the field on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Got him downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. And the Yellow Jackets are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He finds a soft spot in the middle. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quick release by the QB. He'll be out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24. The Yellow Jackets with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Quick completion on the out. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Second down, he'll throw it. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got some room to run. The 40. The 20. Inside. Touchdown, Blue Devils. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
Love to see the defense still fighting hard this late in the game. Great job jumping the route, catching it, takes it back for a touchdown. Not too much time to celebrate, though. You're still trailing in this game. You still got some work to do, but no doubt that play is going to give this defense a little bit more confidence.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And after the extra point, they trail 35-17. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. LSU is running away with things right now, and you just know Mike the Tiger is loving this offense today. They're up by 21 over Mississippi State. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Rides the back on the option, the give. There he goes. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
Yeah, they didn't get the W. They didn't do enough. But now you start to think about what could I have done differently? What do I need to become more offensively? Defensively, what can I morph into to make those extra plays, Jesse? That might be the difference in the next game that I play.
Yeah, David, they just need a little bit more. They need a little bit better effort next week. They're going to need better preparation this week in practice. There's no doubt this team has a lot of talent, but we just need a little bit more to ensure that this doesn't happen next week.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of